recording. What's going on, guys? Wara, aka Jude here. Gonna watch this new Forza Horizon 6 trailer. Should look epic. You can already see, bro got the steering angle on. Let's get it. Oh, the music at the end is just brilliant. Get this off of my screen. Oh, come on. Premium Edition. Expansions 1 and 2, Car Pass 1 and 2, 2 car packs, VIP membership, welcome back. So I'm guessing, in the J50. I don't like pre-tuned cars. I think it's better to just, not give us all that stuff. Especially if we're like a new person. I think if you want to play this like authentically, I would suggest just like not going for the premium edition. Like if you want to play this as like a brand new person to Forza, like don't get the supercars and stuff. I think that's what really ruins a good Forza game is the gifts and shit. Expansions, car packs, and cars from the car pass available as release. Pre-order bonus required for both. Requires full purchase of the game or premium upgrade before May 19, 2026. Limited one per person / account. And then obviously I gotta show. Let me see if I can try and get this. Oh, are you kidding me? I hate these fucking pop-ups, man. So annoying. Oh, yeah. I've seen the J50 before. This is basically the best way to describe it, it's kind of like an F8 Tributo for Japan. Like a Japanese exclusive car for the Japanese Ferrari club. Just like how they also had a Japanese Lamborghini club as well. So you would have J-Lock and then Ferrari Owners Club of Japan, and this was like an exclusive car for them, if I remember correctly. But yeah, I'm gonna go back through this. I want to see if there's anything else. Okay, nothing else. I'm gonna go through this very slowly. If I can edit the fucking playback speed. No, I cannot, even though I have YouTube Premium. Crazy work. I mean, come on, gang. I'll just go through it frame by frame. Nope, that's 5 seconds. Why can't we just get like a frame by frame? So like every 1 second. I'm gonna have to fucking keep pausing the shit. Okay. Oh, hand over hand. So we actually have some steering angle now. Man, this is gonna get super fucking. Then you have some Japanese back roads. I'm just gonna move this back a little bit. That is a Sylvia, and that is a Chaser. I'm assuming these are already in Horizon 5 in some way, because I remember there being like a Japanese car pack. I have not played Horizon 5 in such a long time. It's just not very enticing to me. It is a beautiful location, it's just not for me. So it transitions into a scene where we're drifting a Huracan Dorado. I just want to see if we can get like a detailed look at that plate. I mean, kind of, but not really. Maybe here. Yeah, that plate is Japanese, but the font is wrong. So if I look up Japanese plates, like they just don't look right. If you've ever seen a Japanese car plate, this plate, I don't know if it's just like the camera angle or whatever, but it's just pretty wrong. Japanese plate number. Yep. So this is like a banned plate. So if you have a car that's not road legal, or like a car that's like not supposed to be on the road, you'd get these plates. And you see how big the numbers are and how they're close to the edge? Yeah, Forza, you got that wrong. Yeah, it's not even close to how close they are. Like it's got a very particular font. So you have some hypercars here. If I go back a little bit, I just want to see what these are. Um, that looks like a 458 Speciale or Pista. Yeah, that looks more Pista. That is an Aston Martin Valhalla. That is a GT3 RS. Pretty typical Forza cars. And that is a Valhalla, obviously. These are already. This is a Nismo GTR. I just don't remember what edition this is, because it looks Japanese exclusive. Exclusive R35 Nismo. Because I remember there being an R35 Nismo that was very similar to that. Is it the 2026 Nismo? Yeah, I know it's not. Oh, yeah, it is the 2026 Nismo. Okay, perfect. Oh, man, this car aged so gracefully, but also poorly at the same time. It kind of looks like the old body style, so before the refresh, but it does have like the new refresh stuff. And I think that's very nice. But my favorite refresh was always the 2017. I think the 2017 GTR was the best looking of the refreshes. That refresh was it. I didn't like the newer refresh. It just wasn't my cup of tea. I'm gonna go back a little bit just for this one scene. Yeah, the plate's weird, bruh. I don't like that plate. It's off, man. I'm assuming the hiragana and stuff is correct, because I don't speak Japanese, but that stuff is sized pretty okay. It's just the actual numbers and lettering on the plate is wrong. Actually, no. The hiragana would be bigger. It'd be bigger. And that's the only thing I don't like is the plates. So if we start back from the scene right at 9 seconds, Huracan Technica. I want to say this is what this is, and then that looks like another Huracan as well. Oh my god, I hate the fucking auto skipping. It's just like the worst part about YouTube is that you can't go frame by frame. Like, I would just love a little option for scrolling where you go frame by frame rather than doing like 5 frames in one skip for like a short ass video. So yeah, this is a 2026 GTR Nismo. I was always a fan of the previous Nismo. I always thought that car was quite impressive for what it was. But like obviously now it's not really worth it. Maybe in the future for resale value you might buy a GTR Nismo, but it's just not worth it. Especially with like the ZR1 and stuff. Like even back then the C7 Z06 and ZR1 were just quite good. Like obviously on like a back road, the actual usable power of the ZR1 is probably not great because you have a huge amount of power and it's all going to the rear wheels rather than it being all-wheel drive like how the new ZR1X is. But what I can say is, man, I'm gonna miss the R35. Even though I wasn't really the biggest fan, I always knew it was a great car. Because there would be videos of this, the Huracan, the Gallardo, the Vipers, man. The ZB3, I mean, ZB2 Vipers and the later generation. I forget. Like, Vipers have the strangest codes. We just call them gens. But, like, Vipers have actual chassis codes. I just now notice that. so I just refer to them by like their chassis codes or whatever. But yeah. So we have the weird tangent, but the plate's fucking wrong. We have a Huracan Technica. I'm assuming this is a Sylvia, 2 doors, very okay proportions. It's a Sylvia. Yeah, it's a Sylvia. I just don't like how they just like jump cut for a little bit. I'm just gonna go back. Love how they had the two Nismos together. I would have liked to have seen him like park up or something. That would have been nice. But yeah, Type R Civic, all of this stuff has been in the game before. This is a stage, yeah, that's been in the game for a while. GTR Black Series, kind of underrated in my opinion. Obviously, it's a car that's been in the Forza franchise. This is just a GT3. They're racing on some back road. Lovely, lovely foliage as well. I keep forgetting to say this, but like the foliage in this is incredible. I think that's probably the only thing Forza does not get wrong, except for the motorsport games. Because I don't know, man. I feel like they fucked up that new motorsport on purpose, just so they can make like they can absolutely cook with this. That's what I feel, anyways. If I go back just a little bit, yeah, the roads are pretty wide. Considering the Black Series and the 911 GT3 RS are not small cars, these roads are wide. So like, if you park this right on the line, it would probably end up right here. So they're like 2 cars wide, which is very much not the case for Japan. I'm gonna just illustrate this for you real quick. Like, I do have a GT3 and a Black Series, at least for mods on this. Nope. Okay. AMG. Let's take a Black Series, same color as well, like this dark green. And then let's say we were looking for hill climb, like any toge whatsoever. Like the car's actual width is very much like the width of roads for Forza is very much wrong. I'd just like to say that it's just not very good. I just don't like the fact that the roads are so fucking wide in Forza, man. They're just like, hey man, we got British back roads that are the size of absolute train tracks. I thought my PC fucking exploded. Yep, there we go. Yeah, I figured. It's the fucking GT7 app. But if you saw, or at least if you did see, just gonna disable all of these. Is anything else visible? Car debug, take that off. Camera tool 2, I'll keep that on. Actually look at the width of roads in most racing games, or at least in realistic ones. They're not very wide. That's what a lot of people don't really get. Don't understand is that Japanese roads are not big. Like, this is wide for a token. this is ever gonna sound that good. I'm just gonna let y'all know. But yeah, these roads way too wide. Even if they're like, even if they're like trying to be accommodating, they're just too wide. It's like 4 cars wide on a 2-lane road. It's just like here too as well. I know this snowfall is actually realistic. They do get this amount of snowfall, at least in like the upper echelons of Japan, so like Hokkaido. Like if you actually look at Japanese snowfall, snow, like if you look at a snowfall map for Japan, it's like they're close to Russia, so like Yakuta or whatever. Like you go to images, right? And you go to like actual snowfall maps. Oh yeah, wonderful. Please link me to a fucking website. I obviously I wanted to look at the website and not the fucking image. Like if you look at all of these islands up here, especially, that's a huge amount of snow. But I'm assuming, right? Horizon 6 is going to definitely take place around the Tokyo area. So this may be a little unrealistic to have all of Japan in a Forza Horizon. Maybe it might be like a squished version of Japan, like how it is in Horizon 4. For me, what I would have liked to have seen was, them not to do like C1 and all that stuff, because it's already been done in like several other games. So for example, you have I'll just take a stab in the dark. SRP, for example, that covers AC, so Assetto Corsa. You have the Tokyo Extreme Racer series, that they've done it for like the past 30 something years. It's just really, I hope it's not Tokyo and like C1, because that's just like so overdone. But I would much rather have, maybe you go from Tokyo. Like C1 can be a thing, but if we're also gonna do that huge fucking snow, we'd have to be in the upper echelons of Japan as well. It's like Akita, you know. We'd have to be in Hokkaido, or like, just those upper echelon islands. I completely forget what island is which again. Because I know the main island, I believe, is Honshu. I just. Let me check. Japanese islands. What I do like is smaller, lesser known islands, I think are pretty cool. Like, let's say you want to have, like, a racing game, but use like a random. Oh, come on, that's fucking useless, bruh. Please just let us look at the fucking picture of Japan. Thank you. Yep, I was right. Hokkaido's the one at the top. Honshu is the main one. Shikoku and Kyushu are the lesser. Well, I don't say less. I won't say lesser. Like, just different islands. But yeah, this is definitely Hokkaido snowfall. It's just weird that I got kind of spoiled on it, so I know that the game is going to take place around Tokyo. So where is the snow coming from? Do we go up to Hokkaido? Is Japan squished? Because I know that's still like a pretty long drive. Like if you look at Google Maps, oh fuck, I'm gonna maps, Google Maps, Japan. Like let's say for example, you want your game to start in Tokyo, right? So obviously we're gonna have to do the C1 loop. Ogawa City. So this is Tokyo in the Greater Tokyo area. So what C1 would do? Oh, there we go. We found it, baby. Like this is Tokyo. You would take C1 should be around here. Yep, there it is. Yep, we found C1, right? This you would take the C1 loop. This is big. I'm assuming that's what they're gonna do for the game. You're gonna go around the C1 loop, then you go down to Yokohama, and then maybe. But the thing is, that is a huge drive all the way to get to here to get that amount of snowfall, right? So I'm assuming it's just like Tokyo. Then they squish the map, so you have all the different biomes of Japan. Um, I'm just gonna assume that's what they did. Because don't get me wrong, this is very cool. It's just not very realistic, at least for the metropolitan Tokyo area. Okay, so I'm assuming they're doing most of Tokyo. So it's gonna be like a. I don't want to say. Oh, it might be like Nihon Turismo. Great Assetto Corsa map. A bit outdated, but if you know, you know. Oh, that's cute. Tons of anime style advertising. I love Japanese advertising. Damn, my recommended's crazy. You can see the little Valkyrie, and then okay, the K truck spam is crazy, and there's not a lot of traffic. I'm seeing that's a big thing Forza got to work on is traffic. Like actually populate the map with traffic. I mean, you can tell it's a Forza because they got like all the stuff gated off. I'm assuming you can probably cut through here. Try and get your lap times down or whatever. Like it's supposed to be a festival, and obviously you can't have actual street racing, or Toyota will get very mad at you and be like, "No, you can't have street racing in your racing game," type shit. So I'm assuming it's just like, you know, you start off from the bottom. You work your way up, get yourself your little Valkyrie or whatever. The GRGT. I hate the name. Love the name. Didn't sound great though. If that's the in-game sound, I'm gonna be kind of concerned. Yeah, the sounds are not good. I'm just gonna be real with the out right here. Not good. And then you have the AZ1 and a Honda City. That is a city. Yeah, Honda City. Man, this is why playing GT4. If you're a car guy, play Gran Turismo 4. You'll know all of the cars for Forza Horizon 6 easy, easy peasy. Gran Turismo 4, boom, that's it. That's all you need. I said that in a Forza Horizon trailer. I'm so cooked. Um, but yeah, you just have your little AZ1. I'm pretty sure this has been in Forza before. I want to say I'm not sure. I know the city has not, for sure. This is a Tokyo Extreme Racer slash uh Tokyo Tokyo Extreme Drift or whatever. I forget the other side of that Genki game genre is, but these two cars right here definitely peak picks. I just wish there were more sort of non ABC cars for the K cars, because what games will normally do is they'll have the ABC cars and then no other K car whatsoever. So it'll be like the cool K cars and then nothing else. Like there's no Honda City, there's no Daihatsu Storia or a Daihatsu Move. There's no Suzuki Carries or whatever. Like no K truck. Or if they do a K truck, it's a Honda Active. Like, come on. Oh, there's a, I forget what this is called, but it's also a Honda City. No, Honda electric car. I forget what this is called. Honda E. No, Honda electric car. Cause I remember thinking this was like super cute. Oh yeah, the Honda E. Man, this thing was so cute, but like learning that it was electric kind of hurt me because I wanted it to be something, you know, different, and they just chose electricity, which, in my opinion, not my cup of tea. Euro Uncap 4 stars, not getting the 5 stars as well. Yeah, obviously we didn't get it because America's not cool enough for Japan to get their cool stuff. Um, FL5 Civic. I can't even slow this shit down, so I'm just gonna. Oh my god, so fucking slow, bro. Yo, 64 gigabytes of RAM. Pause the video on time. So yeah, this is a pretty typical lineup. Pretty typical Forza car lineup. Supra, LFA. That looks like a SCV12. This is a CLK GTR, and then this is the NSX Type S. Gone. But yeah, this is very atypical. Two Evos, an 8, and a 5/6. Not include up on Evos. Obviously, 8.6 and 8.6. Very atypical. The roads are very wide though. I don't like that. The roads are huge. Like if you look at a typical Japanese highway, like if you look at a typical one, they are not wide at all. Like they're very tight, they're very compact. The interchanges are very nice to look at, and they're they're just wonderful. Like the roads themselves are amazing. They're like high quality, but they're not wide. They're like, this is how wide the Japanese roads are, and these are Japanese cars, so obviously they're probably not going to be the widest things around. It's like a good example picture. Fuck you, man. I hate getting linked to fucking websites and shit. It's so annoying. But yeah, obviously for hypercars they're gonna be smaller, but like this lane can hold 2 fucking Koenigsegg's. I feel like that's a bit extreme when it comes to lane width, and 3-lane roads are pretty hard to find in Japan. Like maybe you'll see like 3 lanes on C1, but we're like right by Mount Fuji, and if I'm correct, we would obviously be right by Fuji Circuit, the Forest of Death or whatever. So yeah, we're like south of Tokyo right now. So I'm assuming the map is gonna be like squished. So maybe we get a lot of Tokyo, and then a little bit of Yokohama, then we get Fuji Circuit, then we go all the way up. Let me see if we have what's it called? Tsukuba. I don't think we'd fit Tsukuba in, but maybe we might. I have a feeling this is gonna be like the entire map of It's gonna be like this square. Maybe we might get some crazy snow by like Tsukuba or whatever, but I don't think Tsukuba's really known for snow. At least to that amount. I do like Tsukuba though. In my opinion, map's gonna be Greater Tokyo area with like a pretty big Tokyo sized city. Then you have highways to Hakone, maybe Mount Fuji. Maybe you might actually get to Mount Fuji because at least in this picture you're like pretty close approximately to Mount Fuji. I'm assuming maybe you might have a highway turn off, you get off, you then go to like Fuji Circuit, and then yeah, that I'm gonna go back a little bit so I can look at the first part of the trailer. And yeah, as you can see, these roads are a bit tighter, but not. They're still huge, right? And I think this is what Forza doesn't get. Like these roads are not big. I know they obviously have to make them bigger for like racing, but you're not going to be racing down every single road. Like you're going to need some tight, like closed off expanses. I think what Forza really misses the point on is like scale. Scale is not Forza's strong suit, at least when it comes to map design, in my opinion. Right here, the road's huge. There is extra space for like a car here. The road is massive as well. I do like the amount of trees, but there would not be a tree here, at least on the apex of a corner, without like a guardrail being here. That's just me though. I'm an Assetto Corsa fiend, but like, come on, bruh. Guardrail here. I know they can't do that because obviously you're gonna want to have people who are just gonna drive through this straight up with like a truck or something. But like, that's small stuff like that. But you obviously have Formula Drift cars. We have a lot more steering angle as well if you go back. Boom, he crosses his hands over. So finally we might actually have some steering angle in a Forza Horizon game. Thank God. But like, if you can see, these roads are huge. And when you look at like, oh damn, I'm opening tabs like a motherfucker. 90s, Japanese drifting toad. Like, you just look up a classic Toge clip. Stop with the fucking music, bro. Nobody's trying to listen to that shit. But yeah, as you can see, these are not like Sylvias and shit for the most part. These are like the bigger, sort of Cressidas. This is a Sylvia, at least I believe so. I just want to make sure. Yeah, Sylvia. Actually, no, this is not a Sylvia. These are Laurels. But yeah. Look at that. Look at how tiny the roads are. The roads are not huge. This is an this is an R32. I'm assuming not a GTR. This is definitely like a But yeah, if you can see, the roads are not big. I don't think Forza gets that though. Yeah, this is like 90s GDSP style, no angle kit. You're just drifting to drift. I actually quite like this a lot more. No angle kit. You're just having fun. This is what drifting used to be, man. Now it's like hyper expensive for any of these cars. Like, it's so sad. But what I will say, this looks good. It's just, I don't know. I'm a little skeptical. How's anyone? But yeah, again, when we go to the roads, that looks like Daikoku for sure. That is kind of like a Daikoku meetup spot. Like if you go here, the roads are huge. And I'm not saying right they can't be huge, but they are, and it's just like it's not really what you would know Japan for. Like these lanes are huge. The scale is off. I'll do another example to show y'all. Like these roads are huge compared to what Japanese roads are actually like. Oh damn. Oh yeah, I do have Nihon Turismo. Yeah, but it's kind of an older map, so I'm gonna do 9.4. 9.3 PTB. Let's start from Daishi Plaza, or maybe I would start up. I would like go into an online to show y'all this, but I think it's better if I just do this myself. When it comes to I don't want to do no Hesi though, because to illustrate what I'm talking about when it comes to these like the width of these roads, you gotta do it. I do like having Daikoku. Daikoku is not quite like. Oh man, the trees as well. The foliage is just correct. All that stuff is nice. Oh, let me go back a little bit. Who the hell is here? Oh, it's probably Ash. Um, yeah, man, the roads are huge. There's okay, right. Let's look at a highway, right? K car, right. I just want to show this for scale, cause I know for a fact. Oh man, it's so fucking cute. Wish we got these K cars in America, but we never did. It's just like such an adorable thing to have. Like as like a it's like a little city runabout. Like have like a little manual, 3-cylinder 600cc car. It'll probably make like 80 or 90 horsepower, which is enough because it's fairly light. You don't. The thing is, right? At least in America, America would benefit so much with having K cars. Not just K trucks, but like K cars themselves. Like the N660, for example. This would be like an instant buy for anyone. This I wouldn't say it's like an ABC car level of legendary yet because I haven't seen people really do stuff with this. But I know for a fact a lot of people really did like the N660. The Nissan Sakura, man, you can't even like. I think America would be so cooked if K cars came to the U.S. Like a little K van for like 20 something grand would be so nice. I wish we had. I wish. I hope and I wish Forza adds more of them because I'm only seeing K trucks and the ABC cars. The ABC cars, they're mandatory for any racing game. If you want to be set in Japan, you gotta have the Suzuki Cappuccino, the Honda Beat, and the AutoZam AZ1. Those are easy. The Honda N660 is great as well. And then you might have something like a Daihatsu Storia X or like a Move or something. Maybe it's like a little bit of a odd pick. And then obviously for a K truck, this I'm assuming, and pretty much every single K truck in the game is probably gonna be a Honda. Like you can see it right here. This Honda Beat, boom. I wish we had another shot of one of these K trucks, but we don't. One thing is that Honda E, I'm actually really interested in, and this is a whole Honda lineup right here. So maybe we might have meets that are individually based on cars, which would be pretty interesting. And then that has a wide body as well, so that confirms wide bodies are coming back probably. But like, oh, oh, wait, I missed something. Well, I missed a lot of stuff actually, and I can't slow this down because YouTube sucks. At least on PC. Like if it was on my phone, I would be able to slow it down, no problem. But for some reason, right, YouTube just actually. Okay, so we have houses. Please, Lord, please, just let us do like a little bit of TDU stuff where we can walk around in our own house. That is all I want. If we can customize our house, that's a big bonus. But like being able to actually have a house, like another big problem with Forza, same with the new TDU as well, is that you're a person, right? But your entire entity is the car itself. You can't do anything outside of the car. Like, and a huge part of at least modern car culture is interacting with cars outside of the car rather than being inside. Like, bro, we're broke. If we owned a house like this in the metropolitan Tokyo area, we would be billionaires. And obviously, we would be because it's a pretty big house for Japan, at least when it comes to like the metropolitan Tokyo area, where I'm assuming the game takes place. Because it's confirmed we have Mount Fuji. We also have window stickers and the GT, obviously. Even though I'm not really too sure on the looks of the GT, it looks kind of like. It looks like an SLS with a bad body kit. Is the best way I could describe that. Immerse yourself in Japan. I'm gonna get sued by Toyota for this. But yeah, the roads are huge in this. They're too wide, in my opinion. Tech Sports Racing. So I'm assuming we have some new stickers, liveries. This is a wide body on an S2000. I just want to be sure. Forward. Oh, fuck. Man, not having the ability to slow your shit down is so annoying. You know, whatever it is, I'm skipping it. I don't care. They could have easily just made that. Yep, that was a Miata. This is an AMG Hammer, which peak. Okay, if we get a shot of the license plate, if it says 777 on it, they know. If you don't know, the Yakuza uses repeating numbers on their license plates. So let's say you're looking at like a 90s picture of Japan. So Japanese Yakuza license plate. Yeah, they would do like 4444 or 777 or 8080 or 3150. All of these. Or some would do like 9999, for example. But yeah. The Yakuza also likes repeating numbers, so 888s, for example, or 777s would be what they put on their car. Yeah, it's typical stuff. Some rallying, so we confirmed dirt roads. So I'm gonna say that I'm gonna say that this takes place right around the Tokyo metropolitan area. I want to say we stop at Ibaraki and we go down to Fuji. I think the map would probably stop at Fuji, or at least Mount Fuji. Right, Mount Fuji, then you go to right to the circuit if we can find the fucking thing. Alright, where the hell is Fuji Circuit? It's literally like not too far from actual Mount Fuji. Like, yeah, that scenic spot. But yeah, Fuji Circuit, if you ever look at it on a map, I gotta actually look it up. Fuji Circuit maps. Google Maps. Right. I'm pretty sure on the last few corners. Yeah, I mean, this is cool and all, but what I'm actually looking for is the Google Maps so I can look at the exact place where it is. I just want to. The layered map actually is quite nice. This. Oh, so it's like east of Fuji, bro. I was tripping. Okay, so this is a lot better. So I'm gonna say the the Forza Horizon map is Ibaraki to maybe a little bit past Mount Fuji. It's like basically the map ends here. You go all the way up here. You get some like nice driving roads, and then it cuts off at Ibaraki. I'm gonna say this is the map with maybe a little bit of Gunma in it. Right here is gonna be the map for Forza Horizon 6. Maybe we might have an expansion where we go to Hokkaido. Hokkaido is very fucking cold though, but I know these islands are very much Russian, and they don't they don't like these are Japanese and these are Russian islands. But what they don't tell you, oof, man, they're beefing. Like Japan and Russia be beefing over this place. I'm assuming most of these are Russian. Gorostokap, yeah, that's Russian. Oof, man, I'd be pissed if I was Japan, right? I'm getting canceled on the internet for this one, but like, come on, at least give Japan these islands, cause like Russia, you're being a bit too greedy. You have all of the land in the world, especially like near here as well. Ooh, that's barren as fuck. I would not want to be there. Yeah, Russia's being a little bit greedy when it comes to land. But one thing I will say is hopefully we get a little bit of Hokkaido. Maybe I'm wrong about the map. Maybe it goes all the way up the Japanese coast. Maybe we get a little bit of the tip, pause, no diddy, of the island, and maybe we come back down to Tokyo. So maybe it might be a huge expanse that's like squished down rather than it being just the the greater metropolitan Tokyo area with Mount Fuji. We go down to Yokohama or whatever. I'm assuming that's probably what it's gonna be. There's not really much we can do except speculate. But most of these clips look like they take place in like summer/spring. I do like the wet roads as well. Like this is a proper size Japanese road, maybe a bit too big. Obviously, you have like the little bit of the divider. I like these. These always looked cool. Like especially Japanese road graphics themselves look cool. But yeah, the roads in this are just a bit. It's like my only pet peeve. Obviously, you have the hypercars, the yes go. I wish we got the absolute so we can go like 300 miles an hour, but it's never actually been proven, sadly, by Koenigsegg. I'm assuming they just don't have the tires for it, but beyond that, I really enjoyed that. Oh, it's coming out tomorrow. Okay, okay. Yeah, I don't want to glaze Forza too much, but it did look pretty cool. I will say the actual the actual trailer looked good. You know, I'm actually pretty impressed. I just want to say the only thing is the size of the roads are pretty big, and hopefully we get a bit more information because I just want to see how big the map actually is. Take care and have a good one.